Hello, my name is Jason, and today I'm going to talk about Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is a drama or a play that is made by Shakespeare. The story is about one man called Romeo and one woman called Juliet. Romeo and Juliet has families that are in a feud. They're fighting each other. So they can't see each other. But one day, they met each other in a party, in a masked party, and they kissed each other. And then they revealed their masks, and they looked at each other, and they looked weird. So they went home. But Romeo likes her, and Juliet also likes him. So they try to meet each other. But one day, they get married, and then the friar has a plan to make uh, Juliet uh, dead, quotation mark dead, and everybody in her family will think that she's dead, but she's actually not, and she could escape her family. But Romeo didn't know this plan. That's why when he looked at Juliet when she's dead, he killed himself. He wants to be one with Juliet. But when Juliet wakes up, he sees Romeo dead, so she also kills herself. This is the end. I'm sorry for spoilers. William Shakespeare is a very, very, um, very famous poet. He is mainly famous for his life, death, love, and the themes of his plays. And then he is famous for his very good diction. It is still used now, like the star-crossed lovers. And some of it uh, is not used, but it's still good. Still good. His his best uh, his best plays is one of them is Romeo and Juliet. So there's no doubt that he is not famous. And in his life, he has one inspiration, Saucer. Saucer is the only thing that made him want to be a poet. But his writing is based on other poets. It's not Saucer's poems. It's based on other people's poets. Um, and he makes great poems before he started making um, plays. So you should really read both his poems and also watch his plays. Romeo and Juliet has a lot of dictions and also a lot of conventions. One of the dictions is peace. Peace means actually enemies, not like peace, like no fighting peace, like no war, no that peace. It's not that peace. It means enemies. So weird though, because you know when we think of peace, we mean no enemies, right? And then the next convention is a dramatic irony. In Act 2, Scene 2, Romeo is talking to himself, but Juliet doesn't know it. And also in the Act 5 Act 5 in the last scene, Romeo didn't know that Juliet's still alive. It caused suspension, and it caused you, as the audience, to feel like, I wish I can tell the Romeo, right? So That's what dramatic irony is. And then one more. Actually, it's three more. One of it is still aside. When Romeo is under the balcony, he talks to the audience while Juliet doesn't know it, even though she's like right on top of it. And then another one is, "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, why do you have to be Romeo? Forget your father and change your name. Or else, if you won't change your name, I just swear you love me and I'll stop being a Capulet." Should I listen for more? Or should I speak? Your name is an enemy. You'd be you'd still be yourself even you stop being a Montag. A Montag what a Montag be anyway? Isn't a head, a foot, an arm, a face, or any part of a man? Or be some other name. What does the name mean? A thing we call a rose would smell just as sweet if we called by any name. Romeo would just perfect even if he wasn't called Romeo. Romeo, lose your name. Trading your name with really has nothing to do with you. And take all of me in exchange.
That's all, folks.